Hey guys, it's VS again. Today it's a PP90 M1 MOAB on Carbon for the second episode of MOAB Mondays. Now, the reason I started the series, a couple people were asking why I started with Ghost so close to being out, and the reason is my views have been low on a lot of my videos, a lot of my subs seem dead, and I think some of that is they don't really know when I upload because my upload schedule is kind of all over the place. So I thought if I just had a couple series that were running a particular day every week, then people would know that I'm going to be uploading that day and look for it, and my views would go up a little bit more. And, you know, I'm hoping that I can get consistent KEM strikes and ghosts, so I can just have a series on that, although I'll probably upload those as a regular gameplay anyways on days that I don't really have a series going. And that's just because that's going to be the standard for Ghost gameplays is KEM strikes or double KEM strikes. It's going to be pretty much MW3's life cycle repeated except for a new game and a slightly different streak. But I'm really looking forward to this game. I'm going to go to the midnight release tomorrow. I'll probably work till 4 I think is when I get out, and then I will go up and get my receipt, because how it happens around here is you go up to GameStop and you get your receipt at like 8 or something like that, 4 hours before midnight, and then you go back up at midnight and you pick up your copy because, or I don't know how it is around you guys, but the line for MW3 and Black Ops 2 were both pretty ridiculous when I went to pick up my copy. So I got there pretty early so I didn't have to wait a half an hour, 45 minutes in line. And I really don't want to do that this year, particularly because I'm going to have to come home and download the 3 GB installation disc, which for those of you who don't know, and for those of you who have like that 4 GB Xbox, that's just something to keep in mind so that you don't get it and then realize that you have to download 3 GB worth of stuff, which your Xbox doesn't have room for. So just keep that in mind. If you guys didn't know that, I hope I brought that to your attention and it saves you some trouble. But I'm really looking forward to it. I've heard mixed reviews on it so far on Twitter. People like Jay Nasty and Zoom, they can't seem to make up their mind about how they feel about the game. When they first got it a couple days ago, which by the way, these are people that obviously got it early through methods that, you know, not everybody can really do it. But they were saying that they didn't really like it. It was a boring game and it was just slow paced, the lag, and all this other stuff. And I don't agree with that because the game's not officially out yet. It's not really in its prime. And what I mean by that is I don't even think the dedicated server's on right now. And on top of that, there aren't really many noobs in the game. The only people that have the game at this point are people that paid a lot of money and know how Call of Duty works, as one person phrased it on Twitter. So you're not playing against noobs that don't know how to play it. And that's a big thing for a lot of these YouTubers. They play against noobs. That's how they get their gameplays. It's kind of the same way with me. Whenever I get a gameplay that I upload that I'm pretty happy with, it's usually playing against noobs. And that you're not just going to get a gameplay against tryhards. It's pretty much how it's going to work. That's how it is. You got to play against noobs, otherwise it's just not going to be fun. It's going to be pretty much like you're trying to play competitive or league play in Black Ops 2. So hopefully their opinions change. I've even noticed it in the past couple, like the past day. I've seen Jay Nasty be like, you know, this game would be pretty good once they fix their lag and if they buff and nerf a couple things. And Zoom, he said that he's liking it now. It's really enjoyable. He's already dropped like 7 KEM strikes, which is kind of ridiculous, but Zoom's a good player. If you guys don't know and don't watch him, he's definitely one of the better players on YouTube right now. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to the game. Like I've said a couple times in this commentary, I'm hoping it's going to be a good one. Infinity Ward usually doesn't let me down. I've liked most all the Infinity Ward games, especially in their prime. But after the prime died down, then a lot of people just started playing like douchebags, like an MW2, One Man Army, NewTubes. You guys know that story. And MW3 Specialist kind of broke it, which I've heard that is coming back in Ghosts. So we'll see how that plays out. Hopefully that kind of gets nerfed a little bit because I don't want people just sound whoring the entire game. But if that is in there, then I'll definitely utilize it because sound whoring was absolutely amazing in MW3. You could hear people in Battlefield 4, as a couple people phrased it. That's just how powerful SitRep Pro was. But like I've said a couple times again, I'm just looking forward to it. I'm probably going to play it all night after I pick it up from the midnight release. And it's just hopefully going to be enjoyable if you guys want to party up. I think I'm going to be playing with Big Foltz, but if I'm not, then you guys can feel free to join me. But this video is wrapping up. If you liked it, like it. If you didn't, dislike it. And I'll catch you all in my next commentary.